Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Guy and Kicks here bringing you another review. And in today's video is on one of the most anticipated New Balance collaborations of 2020. And I'm so excited to bring it to you guys. And before I start, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to those that are back watching this video. If you haven't yet subscribed, definitely feel free to do so below. Also follow me on Instagram at Guy and Kicks. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's talk sneakers. Today's video is on the New Balance 1300 Aime Dore in the green colorway. Alright guys, so this New Balance Aime Dore collaboration was set for pre-order last August in 2020 alongside a navy and pink colorway. The shoe retailed for $180. The original New Balance 1300 released back in 1985 and that one retailed for $130. So at that time, that was a lot of money. That's equivalent to about $317 today. So definitely a lot of money back in the 80s. This is my first New Balance 1300 and I'm even more excited that it's the Aime Dore collaboration. So definitely excited to have this one in hand and be able to talk to you guys about it. So starting with the materials here, the upper is primarily made of the mesh underlay and the suede overlay. As you can see here, this suede is super hairy and is super nice. The quality on this is very, very good. When it comes to suede, I've said this many times on this channel, New Balance is boss when it comes to this material. They are so good at implementing that on their shoes and they knock it out of the park every single time. Starting with the inside of the shoe, you have a white sock lining here, is nice and soft. You have a sail white insole with the Aime Dore and New Balance branding on top of it in the green color. The tongue is constructed of a nylon material and on the tag you have the Aime Dore branding, New Balance, Classic, 1300 and Made in USA branding as well. I love how this tongue feels. It feels nice and sturdy and firm, so it stays up when you're rocking these. So definitely that's a plus there for sure. You have some flat white laces here. As you come down to the toe box, that's where you're gonna find most of the mesh material here, and it's also in the green color. You have the mudguard in that nice hairy suede. As you come over to the lateral side, you're gonna find the big N logo in the 3M material, and underneath the 3M you have a white leather material. As you transition to the top of the heel, you're gonna find some white leather there, the New Balance name embroidered. The heel counter is in that nice suede material. Underneath the heel counter you have the heel stabilizer. On the lateral side you have the New Balance branding and it's in this beige color. On the medial side you're gonna find the 3M reflective N logo. The midsole here is mostly in that beige color as well. You have the end cap branding on the lateral side, and underneath the end cap material you have the exposed EVA foam throughout the midsole of the shoe. All the way to the outsole here you have an all black outsole in the rubber material, and all the way to the heel you have the XAR 1000 branding, New Balance branding as well, and then the New Balance name around the mid part of the shoe. So the shoes come in this classic New Balance box here, similar to the P550s. On the inside you have some instructions on how to care for the shoes, and here you have the official tag and SKU. So when it comes to sizing, that's one of the main questions I always get, and since I knew that 1300 is a Made in USA shoe, I went half a size down. So for example, I'm a size 10 on a Retro 1, Air Force 1, Ultra Boost for example, so I went half a size down on those. If you bought New Balances before and all you have is Made in USA shoes, then whatever size you have on those, get it on these as well. If you haven't Made in UK shoes, then whatever size you have on those, go a half size down. I hope I didn't confuse you, but that's the best way I can explain it, at least for me, in my opinion. When it comes to comfort, I did wear these the other day and I wore them for pretty much the whole day. And I have to say that they're definitely comfortable. You're not gonna feel like an instant comfort feel when you put them on, like something very soft or bouncy, but you're definitely gonna feel comfortable throughout the day. The inside of the shoe feels nice and soft, so you're not gonna feel no discomfort there where your toes feeling tight or uncomfortable. I would say they're on the firmer side for sure, but again, there's that nice perfect balance when it comes to these shoes, and they definitely do a great job when it comes to comfort. All right guys, before I get into my overall take and opinions on this shoe, I do have to mention that when this shoe dropped last August in 2020, there is definitely some controversy behind it because a lot of people did not get these shoes in hand until almost about a month ago. So that's almost 8 months later that people had to wait to finally get these shoes in hand. So I don't know whose fault that is, if it's Aime Dore, if it's New Balance, if it's the supplier, whatever. But hopefully that's something that they address and that doesn't happen again, because I don't know about you guys, but when I buy something online and I finally get that shipping email, I'm constantly checking to see when my package is gonna be delivered. Imagine having to wait almost 8 months later and not know anything or hear anything about when your shoes are going to be shipped, I would go crazy. I'd be so upset and so obsessed with my email app checking every day that it would just drive me crazy. So for those that waited this long, you know, I give you props for being patient about it. I'm sure you're super excited to finally have them in hand, and I'm sure the wait was worth it, but still, that's something that the team over there at Aime, Dore and New Balance, or whoever was involved, hopefully that doesn't happen again, because like I said, that would just drive me crazy. Me personally, I didn't get them through Aime, Dore. I don't know what I was doing that I totally missed this, or maybe I just didn't get the email. I actually don't know exactly how the process went, but I bought mine through StockX, and I paid resale for them. I paid $250 with shipping and fees, which, looking at the price now for a 9.5, I think the lowest asking price is going for like $284, $285, something like that. So I actually kind of got them early at a decent price. I mean, it's still super expensive, but imagine having to pay over $300 at this point. But my overall take on these 1300s is that overall, the craftsmanship and materials are really good. You know, there's some areas here where you can nitpick the midsole. There's some like glue stains here. The EVA foam looks already really wrinkled, like if someone had already worn the shoe. I do love this hairy suede here because it just gives it a premium look to it, even though I'm not a suede expert or leather or nubuck expert, but obviously nubuck is the better quality suede. But even though this one is that hairy suede, it still looks very nice. It does shed quite a lot, which is interesting. I might need to get me like a rake or something to pick this up. It is crazy how much it sheds, and I guess that, you know, gives you an idea of, you know, how much material this thing has. You know, I love this beige midsole, this cream tongue, because it gives the shoe a vintage look, a worn look that I appreciate very much. I like that a lot. I do wish that they would have given us another pair of laces, at least a sail white color or cream color. But I do recommend, you know, getting a pair of cream laces or even sail white laces and swap them here, because they're gonna look even better. They're gonna look even more vintage. I obviously love that the end has the 3M reflective material. There's another green 1300 out there that's actually quite popular, that, you know, the green kind of looks similar to this shoe, but I believe that end is not 3M. So when I saw this one, I was like, nah, I'm passing on that other green colorway and going with this one primarily because this end is in 3M, and I guess I'm a sucker for 3M. So overall, I think this collaboration is dope. Obviously the green pair for me was my favorite colorway, but that pink and navy colorway looks very clean as well. So if you went with that one, listen man, you got a great color, because that one is very different. It's gonna stand out too. So they definitely look very clean, but if I had to choose one, I obviously chose the green pair. But this is a great shoe to have in hand, definitely a dope shoe to have in my collection. And now I had to dust off all this suede that fell all over my clothes, because this thing sheds like crazy. All right guys, so let me show you how they look on feet. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance 1300 Aime Dore collaboration in this green colorway. Let me know in the comments below if you were able to get this pair. Did you get this pair through the initial drop, or did you get this pair on resale? Let me know which one you prefer, the green one or the pink one. And like always guys, if you haven't yet subscribed, definitely feel free to do so. Hit the like button if you liked the video. I'll leave a link to my Instagram page so you guys can go there and follow me as well. And like always, catch you guys in the next one. See ya.